first stage of training camp, how your quarterbacks looked coming in and how they progressed through the early stages.
Right, we just finished day 3, and we're really pleased with both guys. Very athletic. These guys can throw the football. Tyler came back and he's shown that he's studied in the off season since spring practice, and they make their share of mistakes. Tyler makes his share of mistakes, but he's had a good 3 days, and Christian for just being here for the first time, putting the pads on and practicing football. He's done a really nice job of studying and trying to get better every day. Again, it's only 3 days, but we're certainly pleased with where they're at right now. All going to play, and Zwinak's doing fine. All 3 running backs will play this year. That we talk about every single day, Corey. Even today we sat in our staff meeting this morning and talked about how we wanted to do things. Today. So we've got a lot of reps in practice. Okay, so you let's say you get 50 to 60 reps in practice. One thing that we try to do is get our number 1 groups quality, good reps. We don't want to give them 50 million reps in a practice, but we try to get them quality, good reps. And then we try to get the younger players a lot of reps. Like get those guys in there and let them play football. And then maybe at the end of practice, we'll instead of doing, gassers where we run back and forth on the field, we feel like our team's in decent condition. Maybe we'll do more upper body conditioning, things like that. So, we just try to be creative every single day to make sure that our team's as healthy as possible for Syracuse. Yeah, those guys are multiple players. Both those guys are safeties, and they've come back in really good physical condition, and they're playing well at safety, but. We'll train them in a lot of different spots. And Amos, he's even more multiple than Obang because he can play corner too. So, obviously he did that last year. Steven is a very valuable player because he's a core player on special teams for us. He's one of the leaders of our team. Emotional guy, passionate guy, and then, yeah, he can play safety rich, and he could move down and, play some, what we would call like big nickel and be down in there. He's a bigger guy. For a safety. Yeah, Sam's a great kid, fantastic guy, and he's improved a lot. He's worked hard at it. I remember I was running on the treadmill during the summer, and he was out there I could see him out there on the practice field, kicking by himself with his helmet on. He was trying to get some work with it, just on his own, and that says it all about Sam Ficken, and hopefully, he'll come back and have a strong year for us. He sure has worked at it. So, yeah, he's done well the first 3 days here. Just keep practicing, just keep going out there and improving. I'm going to do what's best for the football team. So, I said that in Chicago, but, I hope you didn't mark it on your calendar. So you're all outside my office 2 weeks, a week from now or whatever. Right, Joe? Just hold your horses. I think they're both, like I said, talented guys, and I just want them to continue to grasp what we're trying to do and go out there and play the next play. Don't worry about the last play. Play the next play, and you're going to make mistakes. It's not an easy offense to learn as a quarterback. You're going to make mistakes. Matty McGloin, he made mistakes, but he was tough. He was resilient. He played the next play, and that's what these guys got to continue to do. And then when we feel, we have a guy that we think can start the game, against Syracuse, we'll make that guy the starter. But both guys are very, very talented. We really, really enjoy working. Smart player. Like all freshmen, they have a long way to go, but what we've seen from Adam is that, he's got good skill set in the passing game. He's tough. He'll block. And he's smart. He can play both Y and F. We have 2 tight end positions, and he plays both of them. So he just needs, like Christian, like all these freshmen, like I just answered that one. They just have to, take it one day at a time. Win this day, go to the next day, and try to win the next day. So that's what we're trying to get them to do, and that's something that they're all trying to do. Yeah, I would say that once the season started, we weren't even last season. Once last season started, we weren't even thinking about that transfer rule anymore. We felt like these guys were committed to us. Now, of course, a couple guys left, but that was more of their own volition, and that's what they decided to do, and we respect that. But overall, we didn't in the football program. We didn't put anything, like we didn't mark August 1st on our calendar or whatever the date was and say we were going to roll out the party and start partying when that date came. We didn't worry about that date at all.
Is that really your philosophy, and does some of that change when you have a younger quarterback as opposed to a guy who's played a lot like Matt?
Yeah, no, we're going to go for it on fourth down. I mean, you know, if we get the ball, you know, on the 50-yard line going in, and we've got an advantageous fourth down and the momentum of the game, or, you know, all the different factors that go into it, Corey, there's a lot of different factors. You know, obviously we're not going to be dumb about it. You know, if we feel like we're in a good spot and we can punt the ball and pooch it inside the 5-yard line, then that's what we're going to try to do. But, you know, will we go for it on fourth down as much as we did last year? Who knows? I mean, how many fourth down situations are we going to have? I mean, last year was a little bit unique in the fact that we had a lot of fourth and short situations. Will that happen this year? Who knows? So, but yeah, I'm sure we'll go for it on fourth down a few times this year.